Hi all, Eric Radvon here. Happy Easter to everyone who celebrates. To those who don't, hope you had a good Sunday regardless. For me, I don't know, maybe I'll have to invest in a wide angle webcam here because I've definitely overindulged today. So hopefully some well-timed salads in the week ahead will help defray the toll I've done on myself feasting. But no, it was a good Easter Sunday here, and relatively warm weather in Massachusetts. Nothing compared to the rest of the country. Still pretty cold by normal human being standards, but able to get out, do a little bit of Easter egg hunting and all of that. My son Ezra is one, and he was able to grab the eggs and put them in his basket and everything else. A huge difference from his first Easter, where he was like a month old, versus now where he's basically this small human being that is just going crazy 24/7. So look, just wanted to touch base on LadyDarke. We are in the final 4 days. So the final 4 is upon us. We're looking good. We are 236 backers, 10,658 the current pledge amount. So what I've been finding with this, and it looks to be like a common thing across the board with Kickstarters, is that there's a kind of like a inconsistent rate. Folks will pledge and pull that pledge for some reason, for whatever reason. I don't know. Try not to take it personally. Try not to think like, it's anything that we've done here. Financial things change or whatever. So I was seeing through a lot of, top tier comic Kickstarters, this is like a super common thing that happens. But I have to say that we've been holding pretty strong. We are well above our goal, and hopefully enough so that there's a comfortable buffer to handle any changes or anything like that. But again, it's not over till it's over. So I'm cautiously optimistic, I would say, and hopefully we see this through. But if you've already backed the project, if you have comic book reading friends, if you're in like a group, like a group on Facebook or something, or you have like a group chat with some friends, everything that you can do to kind of spread the word organically there. That's how this whole thing came about. This was not some this doesn't have like a huge media conglomerate thing behind it. It's it's my creation. It's this team of artists that have come together. It's our stated intent of making this awesome comic, and that's it. I mean, it's really as simple as that. And I've been just, again, tremendously humbled and inspired by all the energy that's come in around this project. The excitement and all the different ideas. We had a few people leaving comments in the last couple of updates saying like, oh yeah, it would be cool if we could do like a who's who page on LadyDarke or something, which is a phenomenal idea. For those who don't know, there was like a series of like basically comic book encyclopedia type things that both Marvel and DC did. Other publishers did them too. But basically it's just like there was the Marvel Universe handbook on the Marvel side, and then on the DC side there was these DC who's who of the DC universe, and it was it was cool. It kind of gave you like a 1 or 2 page character breakdown. It's funny, it was like sort of a self-serving function, these books, but they had like a strange allure to them. It was cool to see these pages give you all the stats. So I think like in an age before Wikipedia and maybe like all this like sports stuff where we're like bombarded by statistics, like these comic things were like a cool way to do that. But I love the idea. I think like having that kind of page that gives you some sort of like the sort of details and things like that. So that might be something we try to do for issue 1. If we can't get it done for issue 1, I definitely have it in the idea bin for issue 2 or beyond, because I love the idea of that. One of the things I used to love in those Marvel Universe handbook pages or the DC Who's Who's pages is the material that wasn't available. So like if there was a character that had some sort of mysterious element, there'd be question like hometown, we don't know, stuff like that. So those types of things were cool. Like sometimes the lack of information or the mystery aspect made the characters even more tantalizing. So yeah, but I mean, I bring it up because these sort of ideas coming from the community is just so great, and I think good energy begets good energy, and everyone's been sort of firing on all cylinders creatively and bouncing things together here. So again, we're in the final 4 days. So this week will be a big one. The campaign will come to a close. I've heard there's like a week to 10 days, sometimes 2-week kind of processing time in which Kickstarter will reach out to you all who've backed the project and collect your pledges, and then advise of next steps in terms of fulfillment and everything like that. Kickstarter has a reward system, and again, for some of you who are mega backers, right, this isn't news to you. I'm sort of thinking out loud here as and just sharing next steps. There's been a number of folks who haven't really backed too many Kickstarter things, and for whatever reason, LadyDarke was the one that really hooked them in, which again, it's super cool. Like, we're kind of on this adventure together. But yeah, in terms of next steps, you can expect the campaign to wrap up 4 days from now. So this week, then there'll be a period in which Kickstarter sort of collects everything and all of that. And then I'm guessing at the end of that, I'll get my number, my budgetary number. And that's exciting for me because it's kind of like, the campaign ends this week, but it's really just the beginning of the work. So with the budgetary number, I'll really get that sense. I've already estimated that I can expand the page count of the issue. What we do from there in terms of quality or any other types of goodies, I think there'll be some exciting updates ahead. So again, depending on where we land with that final number, but if things stay relatively where they are now, we end pretty strongly. Again, 60% over budget, something like that. I've already started scouting out things like posters or prints. We might be able to do something like a trading card, some stickers, things like that. So I think at the end of the day, when LadyDarke is put together and delivered, you're going to have this really high quality comic and a bunch of cool stuff that goes along with it. I think we're going to go above and beyond what you all have pledged for, which is great. So yeah, that's what we're looking at in terms of next step. Kickstarter has this reward survey system. So that's how we'll be handling all the logistics for each tier. We'll create a customized survey that collects all the stuff, you know what I mean? Like all the logistical information that's needed for shipping and all that type of stuff. I'll likely include a question within all the physical copy surveys asking whether you want me to sign the book or not. Some folks do, some folks don't. I don't want to just automatically assume you do and then deface your comic if you're not interested in my signature, which I totally get. Some folks have like specifically asked for it. So I just want to let you know, yeah, we'll have a method to capture that. So yeah, and more to come. So within the 2-week buffer period between when the campaign closes and when the funding is actualized and everything. So I'll start really digging into the reward surveys and fleshing all that out. I anticipate that we'll have a couple of the variant cover art things start rolling in over the next few weeks. And then I also anticipate we'll have more pages to share as well for all the backers. So stay tuned. This is, again, the campaign ends in 4 days, but really this is just the beginning. So once again, I just thank you all so much for your support, your interest, your excitement. Hit me up here in the comments, find me on Twitter. I'm at Radvon on Twitter. A bunch of you have connected with me on Facebook as well. I'm there. It's just my name, Eric Radvon. So again, thanks so much to everybody. Hope you had a great holiday weekend. Again, for those of you who observe and for those who do not, just hope you had a great weekend overall. and looking forward to bringing LadyDarke to you. So let's count it down here, and bring this thing home. So I'll likely be doing a couple more of these updates next week, and certainly one once the campaign ends, to let you guys know where we landed and what's coming up ahead. So thanks so much. Take care. Talk soon. Bye.